All right, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. We are going to be doing core chores now. And with core chores, it's a seated class and it's one of our more intense seated classes. What we're going to do first is start with a warm up. Out, 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 out. So I know there's a little bit of lag going on right now. Please try and stick with me. As far as I know, I don't think there's any problem on our end. Let's go side to side. I think that again, YouTube has some problems, especially around lunchtime. So just keep trying to stick with me. I'm going to try and go through this. I'm in the best place on campus for internet, and my internet's working in other spots. So hopefully it'll work here. Okay. My head was cut off there for a minute, but you can still hear me. All right, let's do some toe touches. Okay, stay up side to side. Twist. Good. Go ahead and have a seat there. Good work. All right. So let us get started on our core chores. So it seems like we are staying in here. Okay. So we will do marches for minute 1. Okay. Then swing toe touch minute 2. Then opposite knee and elbow coming in for minute 3. We're not going to cross it. Then opposite knee and elbow coming in for minute 4. Okay, so starting with marches, I'm going to go ahead and get the timer going. Here we go. So if you weren't with me for bend and stretch, welcome to our first live class of the day. We had bend and stretch preceding this. We also have a recorded YouTube chair yoga at 1:30. And we will have a live seated kickboxing at 2:45. The highlight of the day, Jan's farewell address, 2:15. She will farewell address us at 2:15 live on this channel. So get the word out to everybody, and if not, we will post it on My W Life as well, but definitely live on the channel. Good. Swing toe touch. Our legs out in front of us, arms up here, down and touch. And then swing back up. Good. You can see I'm wearing a jacket. Somebody left the air conditioner on in here all night and it got to be an ice box, so I'm a little chilly. Good. Opposite knee and opposite elbow coming together. So last night we had the premiere of our new weekly show series, Colin's Corona Cooking Chronicles. So it'll happen every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And it's my son and I in the kitchen. He has no kitchen experience really. And we're just, making all kinds of meals. So last night's meal was all homemade pizza, homemade dough, homemade sauce, homemade everything. So you can watch that. It'll be posted on My W Life as a link, but you can also watch it again Friday night at 7:30. So, but I'm going to have it on every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So if it's something you're interested in, it's a fun way to see what's going on with regular families during the coronavirus. A lot of cooking going on, a lot of spending time with your family, things like that. So if you want to check that out, it'll be weekly. Switch legs and arms. It'll be weekly at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. And we do have most everything up on the calendar now. So if you can get on My W Life and look at the calendars, you should be able to see all the stuff on channel 732. It'll also be scrolling on your screens. Everything is pretty accurate. We're closing in on some accuracies of the calendars because we're going to have the same weekly programs every week as far as my fitness classes go and some of the content we're going to be providing. We haven't gotten it all up there yet. It takes a long time to film a lot of this stuff, but we're doing our best. All right, good. You can go ahead and take a break. It's finally warming up in here a little bit, so I can take this jacket off. So I had a very, very interesting evening. I sat on hold most of the evening. I had to do some warranty stuff, some crediting stuff, some all kinds of stuff. So long lines on hold right now. Everybody's trying to get through to all their companies. So no matter who you call, you're getting long lines. So I was on hold for a long time. It's making me tired just thinking about how long the hold lines were. I like when they have the option that you can get in line and they'll call you back. A lot of companies don't do that, but I wish they would just all do it. Just okay, call me back within an hour, 2 hours, whatever long it's going to take to be on hold. Just call me back. So interesting that they don't all do that. All right, so we'll do our same first four, and then we're going to add ankle touches with the opposite arm overhead and twisting punches today. Okay. All right, so we're starting with marches. Here we go. Tomorrow, we will, every Friday, I will be posting a new presentation. It's a video presentation, so it's the slides that I post plus me speaking about it. So last week, we did the ancient lost civilizations, and that was my first ever use of film editing to make a PowerPoint presentation on YouTube. So this week, there's going to be a huge jump as far as the special effects and all the things that I've been able to find. and good swinging toe touches. So there's going to be a lot more. It'll still be engaging information, but the graphics and the video should be significantly better. And now that I know how to present these, I can make all the videos significantly better. So I'm learning a lot really quickly about video editing and all the different special effects. It's really cool. It's fun to play around with, and hopefully it produces some good content for everybody while you're trying to stay safe. Oh yeah, tomorrow's presentation is the heart health technologies and information about charities that for-profit businesses fund. So some interesting stuff there for sure. Good. Now opposite knee and opposite elbow. A lot of hip work today. A lot of hip work. Switch legs. Ten more seconds. I really encourage everybody to be using their own music, that's for sure. And good, going to ankle touches. Other hand overhead, really trying to stretch out the sides of your body. Good, going into twisting punches. So if you're checking out the schedule on the calendar, you can see that most days we start with a documentary. So just to give people a good start to their day, something positive to start out on. Today was The Empress That Ruled the World. It was a good documentary about a Chinese empress and that ruled the world in the ancient days. So pretty interesting one. But yeah, we'll be playing a lot of those. We're gonna have a weekly series of sports greatest games on Friday nights. So if you're in at home, you got nothing to watch, we're gonna be putting on the classic old sports games every week, a different one. So there's a lot of content that we're going to be putting on there. It's going to be good stuff. and give you something to go to consistently. And good, take your break. Good job. Andy and I are hoping to start a morning show on Monday mornings where we talk about everything that's coming up for the week. So hopefully that will be the Andy and Colin show. We'll start next Monday. That's our goal. And I think that our goal is to have it at 10:45. So be on the lookout for that. And it should be a good one to give you a lot of information for every week. So the calendar gives you a whole month's worth of outline, and then during that show, we'll give you the specifics, right? So, like the calendar says that we have a weekly PowerPoint presentation on Friday, but it doesn't tell you which title it is every single week because right now I'm doing them pretty weekly, just quickly. Hopefully, I can get ahead and we can get the new stuff out a little bit quicker. But right now, a lot of us are working just by the seat of our pants every day, trying to make it through that day and get all the requirements of that day done. So, but I can promise you that we're working hard. We're keeping ourselves distant. I've only seen a few people today. I've been in there doing TV production, video production all day, all morning long, and I haven't seen a lot of people. So when I go home, so we're trying to for the residents, but just know that the comfortability level in general in for everybody is not where we want it to be, but we're all doing the best that we can. All right, so we're going to go into our final minute 7 and minute 8. You're going to turn just a little bit on your hip, okay, and you're going to raise this hip out and up, okay, and then we're going to go the other side, and you're going to turn and you're going to out and up. Okay, so we want to work on the outsides of the leg just a little bit if we can today. Okay, so we're going back to our first one, which is marches. All right, go ahead. Also, a reminder, if anybody wants any type of equipment, we do have an equipment rental process for the fitness equipment, so just let me know, and hopefully we can get that. I'll come deliver it to you completely sanitized, and you just sign off. Swinging toe touch. Good. Opposite knee and opposite elbow. So I have been mentioning that I've done a lot of different jobs, and I think we talked about I've done pizza delivery, a lot of pizza as a server. I've done as a regular server at another restaurant. I've been a pizza cook, so worked at a lot of restaurants, switched arms, and I also mentioned that I had a newspaper job, newspaper delivery. That was my first job ever. And then I most recently told you about the job of I worked at a movie theater, selling popcorn, taking tickets, all that kind of stuff. So just kind of keep going down the line here. I also briefly worked for a pyramid scheme type um, uh, what's it called? Security system for businesses. So I would go into businesses, and it was actually like a credit card security system. You're trying to sell them security systems for their credit card machines. Good. And now we're going into our ankle touches. Did that for a little bit. It was pretty shady. I was just trying to make some extra money in college. Some guy recruited me to do it, and he paid me in all gift cards. So that was kind of weird. But I don't even think we ever sold anything. It was only like 3, 4, 5 months. Can't remember. I had another job at the time, so I was just doing that job kind of to get extra money. And yeah, it was weird. But what are you gonna do? There's lots of stuff out there. So that's my job for the day today. I had a lot of them, so I'm trying to give you guys an update on one each day. It's kind of fun to think back about those things. Good twisting punches. Make sure you're really twisting your core while doing this. Okay, have that good posture. Feel it through there. Getting some blood flow to the discs in the lower back. It's always important. Okay, go ahead and turn and extend that leg up. Switch sides. Turn to the other side, extend the leg out, and then up. Control it. Good work, everybody. You're doing great. We're on our final minute here. Excuse me. In sport news, I don't know if anybody saw this, but the NFL agreed to add more teams to the playoffs, which I think, if in this circumstance, is a good idea. There are many times when adding teams to playoffs are not a good idea, but in this circumstance, I think it's a pretty good idea. I think that They had to find revenue streams. It doesn't change much because it puts a higher priority on winning your conference. Now only the conference winner gets a bye, and that's pretty cool. Good job. Good work. All right, take a minute here, and then we're going to get up and do some stretches. Not a minute, but maybe 30 seconds. Just stopping the clock there. So also, obviously, Tom Brady is a Tampa Bay Buck, and so we'll see how the new rules affect him as well. If they add another game in the regular season, that could also play a huge role, especially with Tom Brady. Go ahead and grab behind and stretch. There you go. So, adding extra games to people who are 42, 43 years old is not exactly what's needed, right? So I hope the best for the Bucks with Tom. I'm glad they got him, but I don't know that the additional games are going to help him in any way, shape, or form. It's a hard thing it's hard enough to play 16. So we'll see how they do. All right, go ahead and go to the back of your chair. Put both hands on the back of the chair and walk your feet to the right. Keep your hands on the chair so you have that torso twist going on. Now walk your feet to the left. Good. Now go ahead and push back behind the chair and stretch out your back. All right, good work, everybody. Thanks for coming. Don't forget the address with Jan is at 2:15. That's her farewell address live. So please tune in to 7:32 for that, and we will be getting that out to hopefully everybody will get to see that as much as we can. We want everybody to hear her. And then our next live class, we have a seated yoga class at 1:30. That's not live. And then we have a live seated kickboxing class at 2:45. So I will see everybody then. Have a great lunchtime hour and see you later. See you.